Hello my dears, a very warm welcome to Tolovola and a very warm welcome to this super adorable headband tutorial. Today I'm going to show you a headband crocheted using half double crochet stitches, giving it a lovely knit-like appearance. You can see these stitches here, how they've gently fallen forward. Super easy to crochet and really beautiful for headbands. I've added another row of single crochet stitches at the top so that I have roughly the same spacing at the bottom and top. The whole piece is super cozy and dense because I used a slightly thicker yarn. So my dears, let's get started with the Creative Melange Big in Tweed from Rico Design. We have this here in super chunky, so it's actually intended for 10 to 12 millimeter needles. I'm crocheting it much smaller with a size 6 hook so that the fabric becomes really nice and dense for the headband. And here we have this lovely beige gray wool with these vibrant neon sprinkles. This unique tweed-like appearance actually comes from these tiny little pieces that are intricately woven into the fabric itself, all in those bright neon colors. I think this is absolutely fantastic. Here we have 55% virgin wool, 42% polyacrylic and 3% polyester. The color type is number 1, and as I mentioned, we'll actually start with a size 6 needle. I'll be crocheting chain stitches based on centimeters. For that, I've already laid out the measuring tape right here. I will cast on about 54 centimeters of chain stitches, which is the head circumference I want for my headband. If you want it larger or smaller, just cast on more or fewer centimeters accordingly. And let's get started. You can see the yarn is easy to crochet with a 6mm hook. It's not too thick for it. So it's always a little bit of a trial and error process, of course, to see how the yarn actually behaves and reacts when you're working with a smaller hook or needle size. There are, of course, also certain types of yarn that are specifically designed for much larger 10 or 12mm needles, and with those, this technique simply doesn't work as well. But with this particular yarn that I'm using right now, it works perfectly fine. And so for starters, I'm going to crochet here a really nice long foundation chain of stitches. Okay, let's take a look at how many centimeters I've already finished here. That's probably not 50 yet, or to be exact, the 54 I'm hoping to reach. Right now, we're sitting at roughly 34, so I'm still missing about 20 centimeters. And we need to take those measurements once again. And we're actually at approximately 54 centimeters. I'm actually going to take a couple of stitches out again. The yarn is quite elastic, as you can see here. The headband should also fit snugly on the forehead, or rather around the head. That's why I always recommend working 1 or 2 stitches less. And then I'm going to take this entire piece and initially bring it together to form a complete ring. So let's make sure there are no twists in it. We don't have any of those here, and then I'll join it together with a slip stitch. First, you'll want to chain 2 stitches. These 2 chains will count as your starting height for this round. Then we'll crochet a complete round using only half double crochets. It's super simple, just work 1 half double crochet into every single stitch around. To do that, you yarn over your hook, insert it into the stitch, yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over one last time, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Repeat this process for the entire round. Alright, I've now arrived back at this point, and I will close this entire section with a slip stitch right here around the chain stitch row, pulling it nice and tight. After that, I'll create 2 more chain stitches to establish the height, and from this moment onward, I will actually insert my crochet hook into this specific back bar, which is positioned directly behind the primary stitch itself, and then I will proceed to crochet continuously from that spot. Let me just show you exactly how this particular technique works. I'm going to carefully insert my crochet hook right here into the back loop of the previous stitch, and then I will proceed to crochet my half double crochets directly into that specific location. By doing this, you'll notice that the entire stitch will naturally fall forward, and that's precisely how I achieve this beautiful flowing textured pattern right here on the surface of the work. I'll just crochet this a little bit further, and then I'll show it to you again a bit more clearly. In this particular section where the wool is quite light, it's a little bit difficult to make out at the moment. I currently have some slightly darker yarn here that I'm crocheting with. Here I've now arrived at the slightly darker wool, and you can actually see the stitches lying here and these little strands in the back. And that's where I actually insert the needle yarn over, just let the needle slide through here in the back, and then we continue. And that's done just one time throughout the entire round, and that's how I then obtain this very beautiful pattern here. Here I have arrived again after the second row, or rather the second round, and I'm closing this off again with a slip stitch. Then I'll make 2 chain stitches for the height and simply continue crocheting right back here into my starting stitch, and I'll repeat this process for the entire round. Super simple. Here, the very same pattern is emerging once again, and it's settling quite densely, even directly onto the pattern from the first round. And this current round, I'll crochet it completely through, and then right after that, I'll add one more round following the established pattern. So by doing this, I will end up with this particular progression appearing 4 times in total. And then we'll quickly meet back here again in just a moment. All right, so here I have now successfully crocheted a total of 4 rounds following the pattern. I've already achieved this specific visual effect 3 times so far, and I'll be getting it one more time from the very last row that I'm about to complete. I'll just measure the height there, and I've crocheted about 8 centimeters in height by now with these 4 rows in the pattern, and I'm actually doing my final row in single crochet stitches. For this, I'll only take 1 chain stitch for height, insert my hook back here, and now I'll simply crochet only single crochet stitches into this back loop, into this back strand. You see, the effect stays the same. Here, the stitch tips forward and gives me, for a 4th time, this beautiful gradient, but I don't get the full height anymore, so I still get a little more height. Let's just take a look at it right here. I'm just going to measure this section through one more time right here at this point. We are currently at approximately 8.5, almost 9 centimeters for this particular headband. If you would like to have it a bit taller, you can simply crochet one more row in the pattern. And so I will definitely be crocheting my very last row all the way around now. And here you can now clearly see the completed final row, and indeed the pattern is repeated 4 times. I'm just going to finish this off now with a slip stitch right here, then cut the yarn and pull it through. This end will then of course be woven in just like the one down here. Here you can see the seam from the inside and here from the outside, and then we have the entire headband. It's incredibly beautiful and wonderfully cozy, and of course most importantly it's super thick and also possesses a beautiful volume. Here on the exterior we have the individual stitches that are designed to turn outwards. This gives the whole piece a little bit more volume. It's wonderfully soft and cozy, and naturally it also features these adorable neon effects. I truly hope you enjoyed this again and had a lot of fun. If that's the case, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, activate the bell, don't forget, and we'll see each other next time again here at Tolle Wolle. Until then, bye.